Here we go. So this isn't going to be edited. This isn't going to be. This is just going to be me. Um, this is Hun the Hound here, and um, today recording this is sorry, August 25th, 2022, and at 4:15 today, I learned about something that has just for the past hour and a half has just been processing and tearing me apart. Um, I've learned today that um, someone very dear to the Columbus furry community and to a lot of people in general is no longer with us, um, and that is, many of you know him as Misty Dingo, but I knew him as Takoda. Um, Today is his birthday, as I just found out before recording this. He, what I'm gonna try to do is talk about him in the good light that I remember him. I even don't have a bad light, but I just want to bring up the good memories that I've had with him. And and this is just how I want to deal with this loss. Takoda, who uh is in his is in his 30s. I think he was younger than me. Um I had met him when I had joined the fandom. I had met him the same way a lot of people did. Um a lot of the Columbus furries, we have the fursuit walk, which happens every first Saturday of the month in the short north in downtown Columbus, Ohio. And once I was more well off known that known by a few people, I was finally invited to his house for him and Rumwolf's house parties, and um he was a very gracious host. He would just they would bring in him and Rumwolf both. I want to give Rum the credit as well. They would bring people in, and it would be chill, and he would feed us, and they would give us alcohol, um, and other things. He was just really interesting dude to be around. And over the years of getting to know Takoda, I'm when I say just so most of you know him as Misty, I'm just gonna say Takoda as I first knew him. Takoda was smart, and he loved cars. He was really good with cars, and it was just so fascinating to talk to. He had a lot of crazy ideas about certain things, but about doing things with cars that most people wouldn't do, but that was part of his charm. I think a lot of people know Takoda for one, his parties, and two, he's that guy with the Tesla. He's that guy that tweeted at Elon Musk of him in fursuit having his Tesla doing the self driving chauffeur thing walk him. Um, he was so much more than that, though. I mean, he's also more recently known for being the owner of the most expensive fursuit. And he was well beyond that. He's more than that. A lot of people are like, oh, it's nice suit but no personality. No, he was. I I was thinking about making this. I had a half an hour drive from home. I was from work, and I was thinking about making this, and I couldn't think of what to say. I just had everything to say and nothing to say at the same time. Um, he was just such a very kind spirited. He would give you the shirt off his back. He would do anything for you. If you struggled with anything, he would be there to help you. He was just so very calm and kind. I had never really seen him get angry. I know people fight in their personal relationships, and but like I'd never seen him get angry. And I don't know where to go from here. I'm sorry. Takoda was the kind of guy that was just so smart and so full of so full of energy. I don't remember exactly everything he told me, but he's just like he started several startups. He was like, "Well, I'm interviewing for a job that'll make me $1 million a year for the rest of my life or more." He was just that kind of person. He was like he was he was the poster boy for capitalism. He was smart. He made his money using his mind, and he grew businesses and startups. And some of the health tracking technology that you have in your phones and smartwatches, I think he helped with some of that. I'm not too sure. Somebody that knows him on that side of it would correct me on that, but I guess one of the memories that stick out the most in my mind was going to visit him just on a whim, just want to see how he was doing. And he goes, I'm driving to Indiana today to Fort Wayne, and for the next morning I'm gonna take the Tesla and we're gonna track it. Do you want to come with me?" And it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm kind of like, I don't get out much like this guy did. I mean, Dakota got out. He did things, and I'm like, it's 8 o'clock at night, and you're now about to leave. And oh yeah, we'll leave in a little bit. And he's working on his little Geo Metro and getting it fixed and driving it and testing it. I'm like, when are we gonna leave? And in my head, I'm going, where am I gonna sleep? What are we doing? And so we drive out there at night, and he's got like an orange stuck in the steering wheel, and he's got his he's got his driver's seat leaned back all the way because the Tesla's a self-driving car. And I'm just like, this guy is crazy, but he's freaking hilarious, and he's fun to be around. He'd let you drive his Tesla too. I mean, hey, there's a bump there, don't bend my rims. But I don't blame him for being on me about that. But and we got to Fort Wayne, Indiana, probably about midnight. And this is just the type of person he was. We got a hotel. They gave us the wrong room. We opened the door and somebody else was in there. It was really like, oh shit, sorry. But like as we're waiting for the hotel to get their shit together, we just like randomly start talking to these people, and these people are like drunk and smoking, and I'm just kind of like, I don't feel that vibe, and I was just kind of more like, I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Help me. But he was just such a nice person. He could talk to anybody, and he would, and he just would get just such a deep connection to them. And he just showing the guys like, yeah, watch this, the goddamn thing parks itself, and he pressed the button on his phone and the Tesla pulled out and he pressed it back and it backed into the parking spot. And we just would have general conversations. He wasn't like trying to show off about like, look, I'm so cool. It was more like, look at this stuff, this is really neat. I think he just really wanted to share his interest. And then we did the track day that day, and I filmed him. I glued my camera to the top of his Tesla and filmed him, and he drove it so hard that it rolled to the sidewalls of the tires and nearly shredded the tires. We almost didn't have a way home. Um, and there was another time that he wanted to get into everything. He was like into everything. He was into cars, video games, obviously, because he was, I believe, he's a programmer, and I'm sorry, what was I? He wanted to make a YouTube channel, and he genuinely like was proud of me and very impressed by my work, and that made me feel very that made me feel very good about what I did. That he not just saw it for, oh, you're just some furry in a fursuit on the screen. He's like, he could tell that there's a certain level of quality that I put into my work. So one afternoon, he had me bring out all my equipment and my lights, and he had a Alpina BMW Alpina tuned BMW Z3, and I filmed him dropping the thing, and we had deep, meaningful conversations in the middle of filming, obviously, and he was just so crazy, and he was very strong too. He wasn't always, but I think he took pride in his strength. And oh, I swear to God, I've never seen a guy like that just like drop a transmission out of a car and carry it out from underneath the car with his bare hands. it just uh, it just makes it that much harder. I'm looking through my Telegram, and I don't want to share it openly, obviously, but a few months ago, Takoda um, knew he was struggling, and um, God, here's a screenshot of I'm not even gonna say what I was doing. I was going at a very excessive speed, and I screenshotted him to him. Um, I was talking to him about um, how he was doing, about how my life, got better from moving out of Columbus, and he just kind of was like, "Yeah, I moved to Denver," and he's like, he told me, suicide was a daily, thought to him, and I was pretty much just like, dude, I don't want to lose you. I really care about you. And he's just like, well, a lot of people care about me, but depression is what it is, and it's just something I live with on a daily basis. I'm like, well, just don't, please act on it. Don't act on it. And he's pretty much just like the years of pain that he has to endure. And the last thing I told him, last time I messaged him was in November 7th of 2021. I saw him at MFF, but that was very brief. I sent him a Ford patent, sent him a little article. Ford patents charging electric cars by towing them. I told him to fucking sue them. He's got videos of him charging his Tesla by towing it with it was BMW or something. But he I I'm sorry. I'm just going from good memories to now, and it's just I'm gonna have like some pictures up on the screen, and if I have some video footage of kind of his shenanigans, like there's a Telegram sticker. It's a Telegram sticker of him in his Miata, and it's like he's got his tongue out because it's Mia, it's convertible, it's like a dog, and it's just driving the Miata like crazy. And that was really him. We were driving in New Albany in his Miata at night, and we're doing like 80, 90 miles an hour around these blind corners. And I'm like, wait, this is the sticker. Just take the sticker and draw my little scared face into it, and that was it. I That man meant a lot to the Columbus community. He not only just made a safe place for people to party and have fun, but like he was just so nice to everybody. He was part of the car scene. There was not really anybody, unless you did him wrong directly, or did one of his friends wrong, that he wouldn't just try to be friends with or try to give some kind of understanding to. I- Um, the tweet that announces his death was from the lion thing. Um, I'm so sorry to you, the lion thing. I'm so sorry to Rumwolf. You know more than anybody how just amazing of a man he was, and I'm so sorry for your loss. A lot of us in the fandom are feeling your pain and are here for you. I hopefully I have some pictures up by now that I took of him and someone else in his suit. Um, but I don't know what else to say. You know, suicide is not. There's a lot of people in this world that just they say they want to kill themselves, and that's in the moment, and then later after their crisis, they're like, oh, "I'm okay. I'm sorry I said that." But that man lived with that daily, and was still very nice to everybody while he had those thoughts. And if you feel like that you have no hope in your life, and that you the only way out is to take your life, I just ask you to reconsider it and to just get help. At least try to get help first. I don't blame you for. I don't blame you, Takoda. I don't blame anybody. I don't blame Rob Williams. I don't blame anybody that's done it. I don't blame you for ending your pain. But just try. I know Takoda tried. He did. He disappeared for a little bit to get some help, but sometimes it's not enough. I don't know what else to say. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit stop recording and then I'm gonna remember something. I just God, I went on his Facebook and it said today's his birthday. I just there will not be another person like Takoda for a long time, if not ever again. You were too good for us. I love you like a brother, Takoda. I'm so sorry for everybody's loss. I'm sorry, Takoda. I wish I could have said goodbye. Hug your loved ones tonight. Remember all the good things that you have in your life. Good night.